How are you today? If you catch this live, it's Tuesday. Drop in the comments whether you catch this live or at a later date. Drop in the comments how you are doing right now. How is life? Be real. If you could use some support, add it to the comments. If everything's amazing, add it to the comments. I'd love to just hear how you are truly doing. So yesterday I talked a bit, well, first of all, I'm Jill Coletti with Evolve with Jill. I am sharing on my social platforms about just pieces of my journey out of like the stuck groundhog day, my healing journey, my growth, my struggles, etc., in the hopes to build community. And yesterday I talked a bit about it takes a village, and that the phrase of it takes a village, and what that means to me. And I actually got a little bit emotional because it was something that I realized the reason why I built my community on Facebook and why I do what I do is because it was all things that I needed, and I will say need at this point, and why basically that I'm there to be someone else's support, things that I was able to receive after searching for a while and finding my coach and finding my communities and my mentors and things like that that have helped me. But I still have a lot of growing and a lot of healing and a lot of all of that. And I have to say, I have kind of been struggling the last couple of weeks. And so if you know me, some of you may know, but I tend to always look at the glass half full, right? Like there's always something to be grateful for and to be happy for in life and things that we can learn. But there are struggles, and I'm not going to be like, little miss. I am always a very positive person, but we all have struggles, and all I can think of is thank goodness for the tools that I have, for the Reiki, for the meditation, for the things that I do have, because I remember what life was like before I had those tools, right? I remember what life was like before I had a community. But I still struggle with, asking for help and sometimes sharing the not so great stuff, right? And so today, though, I'd love to chat a little bit about like connecting with your village. How do you find it? How do you connect with it? And your village could be literally like I live in what's called the village in my town. So it can be literally your physical village and your physical, hey Nestle, good morning. You're like physically in your space, like connecting with people in your town and in your village, right? Directly. But it's also your social media village, your online, your home. Like what, if you were to define your village, what is it? What does your village mean to you? And then like, how do you connect with it? And really like, how do you find one? Like, how do you find a group of people who are there to help each other, to build each other up, to be there in our down moments, to be there, to in our down moments to like help lift us up, or just be there to listen and support, to have someone who is there cheering you on when you need cheering on, or to congratulate you when things are going great. Maybe, you could use someone, like maybe you're sick and you need someone to, or you not even need, right? But just be open to receiving from other people. Like when I had the lovely thing going around earlier this year, February. And one of my daughter's friends moms, who has now become a friend of mine, which I'm so grateful for, dropped off some tea and a plant for me on my doorstep because we couldn't physically see each other. On my doorstep, texted me and said, "Hey, I dropped something off on your doorstep." Right? How do you find people like that will do that for you? How do you connect with them? And, another example, right? Like when you have your village of people, you drive kids around to different places, you support when people are sick, you send them love when they need it. So, how do you find and connect with these people? I think the first big thing with connecting with your village is first sitting back and thinking about what's most important to you? What is most important to you in the people that you surround yourself with? What are you looking for in your village? Yes, this honestly, for someone who just moved to the area I live, Facebook groups give me the opportunity to find communities of like-minded people. I'm still in search of my village and getting acquainted. Yeah, so yes, Lee, I agree. So I know you recently moved, so it's tough for you, like physically so far, right? Like in your physical vicinity, you haven't quite found that. But I agree. I mean, you can search for Facebook groups of like-minded people. Like I started my Facebook community um, to initially, I have to be honest, my group I started a couple of years ago, and it was related to a um an offer I was making, like for some coaching, and I was doing it for free. I was doing it for free to bring people in and basically like build my business, right? That's initially why I had started this community. And this was more than a couple of years ago. And it's evolved and changed over time. And yes, I definitely share like what I offer, like for services, but I have realized that one of the reasons why I continue in the group, and yep, I could be more consistent, I could be in there more. There's a lot of things that I could like improve upon or what have you. But the reason why I opened it to begin with and started that group is to find and be a village for other moms or women. There are definitely women in there that are not moms to humans, right? But fur moms and all sorts of other things. But it's ultimately a group for moms or women to help them get unstuck, to connect, to help lift each other up, to be there for one another. If we're struggling, to be able to share that, to have others lift us up. If we're celebrating things, have a place to share. Have a place, like if you have questions on like, how do I do this? How are you guys doing this? Like just to be there. And yes, Lee, we may not physically be in the same area, so I'm not able to go drive to your doorstep and drop off a tea. But please know that I'm here virtually, okay? So you can reach out anytime, and I would certainly be here for you inside the group or, privately. Good morning, Martina. How are you? So Martina, like, have you found your village? Like, this is where, like, and how do you connect, right? How do you connect with your village? Yes, emotionally and spiritually, I feel supported by your community. Oh, thank you. There's a group of great ladies in there. You're great. No doubt. Don't doubt it. Just having these live videos helps people relate, makes us feel understood, and gives us tools to get through. Your group has lifted me up so much in the past few weeks. Forever grateful. Okay, well, now I'm crying. I cry over everything. But yes, Lee, thank you. And, you're a big part of that, right? So it is literally a village. Like I am here for you and you are here for me. You are here supporting me in these, when I do my videos, you're commenting, there's another piece, like how do you connect with your village? You've got to be engaged, right? You've got to be open to it. You're not able to connect with other people if you're not open to it. So a couple things. Figure out, who you're looking for. What type of support, what type of community, what type of village, right? Are you looking for? And then put it out into the universe, to God, to your friends, to people. Like, put it out there what you're looking for, right? There's an energy to that. Put it out there. And then be open to receive. And this is one thing that I have struggled with. So if you have, please put in the comments and let me know. Sometimes I'm not open to receive the things. Like when you just made those comments, Yesli, sometimes my first instinct is, oh, no big deal. Like, I'm here for you, whatever. But you know what? I receive that because I do put work into helping other people, right? So, but I'm not always good at receiving. That is changing, right? But we've got to be open to it. Open our hearts, right? I'm doing this because I'm like opening my heart chakra. Like, open our hearts, open our minds, be open to receive, because a true village and a true community is give and take, or give and receive. I should not say take. It's not a take thing. Oh my goodness, I would not be where I am without all these little virtual villages. Yes. Your village has helped me to connect to so many amazing people and find my people. Yes, Martina. Thank you for all that you do, Jill. So glad I connected with your amazing energy. Oh my word. Okay, first of all, I'm so glad I connected with your amazing energy. And really, we connected through another, community, right? Like another community, like you said, all these virtual communities, because it's tough in the way the world is now. And we say we're connected, right? We're connected because of social media and electronics and all these things, right? But to be honest, it can very easily disconnect us, right? We get disconnected from being in the moment with our in-person village, our in-person community, because we're stuck where we're in the virtual space, right? But there's so much in the virtual space that can truly connect us, right? I mean, just this morning talking live with Martina and Yesli, they're part of my, my community, my village of women who are truly amazing, high vibe energy, who are looking to, like up level and grow in their lives while also giving. It's again a give and receive thing. In order to truly have and connect with your village, your community, right? It's a give and receive thing, always. So don't ever feel like you have to always give, 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 give. Also be open to receiving things. So that's kind of my 2 cents today about connecting with your village, is really like being intentional with who you desire to share your space with and be in community with. Okay, figure that out and then look for them, put it out into the universe, do your due diligence, like get online if you're looking for a social community. If you're looking for one that's virtual, get online and look for that. Look for those people, right? If it's in person, like you're craving some more in-person stuff, look online. There's Meetup, there's like different community things like locally. I am, if you have watched me even the slightest bit in the last couple of months, I am a soccer mom. So, I'm on like the board for soccer, which can be like completely frustrating at times, right? But I also have met a lot of really great people. And, like for instance, our soccer team, my daughter's soccer team, they've been together for so long that like all of us moms are like, oh yes, oh I can pick them up, oh I can drop them off, oh I can do these things, right? So find that community, but and then make sure that who you're spending time with is who you desire to spend time with. because who you spend the most time with is a huge reflection of you, right? And that's either going to bring up your energy or bring it down. So look for it, be open to it, share it with the universe, share those intentions of who you're looking for, right? Even if it's just writing it down or like literally talking to God or the universe out loud and be like, this is who I'm looking for, right? Because when you put it out there, that energy you'll start attracting what you're looking for. But then you've also got to be open, right? So open to what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, right? And be open to receiving so that you're aware when it comes in. It may not always, your community may not show in the way you initially think. Like you may not realize that this Facebook community or this group in town is going to be your people. But like listen and be open and aware because you very well may find your people in places that you don't even realize, right? But once you put it out there, you'll start attracting it. Absolutely. As I get older, I find less patience for low vibes and negativity. We're trying to level up. Yes. And this goes for the people that you're spending time with. So for me, I have to say, and this is the thing, is my community has actually kind of gotten smaller in a lot of ways. And because of that, like I desire to be around the energy that means the most. So when I'm talking about community and connecting with your village and finding your people who fully support you, who you can lean on and they can lean on you, it doesn't necessarily, I'm glad you mentioned that yesterday too, like it's triggering me to remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be huge, right? It could be a small, really close knit community, right? But you just know that you're there for each other. There's a give and receive there. Just be open to it, right? Be mindful and intentional with who you're spending your time with. And also just be open to that village that is out there. Virtually is easier to cut negative people out of your life, much harder in person. So it takes a lot of time, effort to build true bonds. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, it can be tougher. It can be tougher to build the bond sometimes. And also just tougher to, like cut out the people. Like sometimes you actually have to cut out people that are like in your family and friends that you've had for 20 years, right? But if we go into it with the mentality of a give and receive and the energy that you desire to be around, and is it somewhat balanced? I mean, we'll all go through different seasons in life, right? But are you the one that's always giving? And how do you feel when you connect with that person? How do you feel before and then how do you feel after? And does it bring you down or lift you up? Right? I could keep going on and on, but I'm getting a little long-winded here. But so think about this. If you're looking for your village of people, if you're looking for a community that can help you lift you up, jump on into my village, my group. The link is in the description, and we'll be there for you. I actually have a really fun big announcement that's been a long time coming that I will be doing this evening on Tuesday evening inside the group. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's kind of putting me way out of my comfort zone. And it's just been long overdue. I've been holding myself back. So I am excited to see you all. If you are part of the group, I will see you in there later. And I hope you have a truly amazing day.